Hi, my lovely people. Before we get into this, I'm going to have to tell y'all, I'm sorry about this read. I know y'all going to be like, dang, Storm, but let me tell you something. One thing I do not like is a disrespectful child, and one thing I do not like is people who mistreat other people that help them, especially if it was their parents, okay? That's number one. So I'm going to apologize now for the fact that I just am so disgusted by this. But Mama Duke's got the streets a rocking, right? Mama Duke's got the streets a rocking. If you don't hear it, don't come a knocking. Baby, get a Mama Duke's and get Chris too. Jasmine, you spineless little turd, you. Oh my God, I hope you got a seatbelt on because we about to get to going. So, my lovely people, if you don't know what is going on, I'm about to tell y'all. Did y'all see Mama Dukes done finally spoke up and made a post on Facebook about old Chrisity Chris? Well, if you didn't, here it goes, okay? It says, glad you deleted me. You disrespectful. If a man doesn't respect your mom, he will never respect you. Now let that sink in. No Rudy Pooty ASS will ever be able to disrespect me. You better get you life. And then, she used the N word. I'm not gonna say that. But anywho, so Mama Dukes makes this, right? Baby, we already know. We already know who she talking about. She should have, if we know Jasmine and Chris done deleted her, so she can't tag them in it. We already know she's talking about the clowny ass doormat out here on the YouTube streets. Baby, it was, already being seen. If y'all didn't see that video that I dropped the other day, see, I told y'all Mama Dukes was making a message when she was making that video, all right, about Amaya. So, this right here, boom, bang, boom. Mama Dukes has just confirmed everything that we have already known. We know that Mama Dukes has already said in her comments that she does not like Chris. She does not care for Chris. She has been respectful enough to not say why. Now, if you take a look at this post, then Mama Dukes then comments under her own post and say, if you pretty much keep playing with me, what's going to happen is you're going to have less than what you have now. Ooh. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I've been saying and what I think this means, that comment. I know we've seen Jasmine has absolutely no credit. She has absolutely no finances. Every time she needs an apartment, every time she needs a house, every time she needs a car, she has her mother sign for it, right? So I'm going to take a wild guess that SUV that Jasmine is buying has her mother's name on it. Her mother probably did sign for her, but did not sign for Chris. Hence, the reason why Jasmine goes through one car place and Chris goes through another one, and Chris goes through a buy here, pay here, right? Because typically buy here, pay here's will help people that do not have credit. So that's why he has what he has and Jasmine has what she has. I would not, be under assumption when I say this, that I do believe that Jasmine's home has something to do with her mother. Also, it has been alleged rumors out here that Jasmine's channels are under her mother's name as well, so that Jasmine can continue to get state benefits. And I believe it all. It's all alleged, but when it comes out and it gets out here in the street, I believe it all. Now, Jasmine, I'm going to say this now. Put your seatbelt on, because here we go. Let me tell you, it takes a spineless coward to allow a man that was homeless, that had nothing but hats to hang in your home, no food, no money, no scruples, no nothing, to come up in your house, and then you start dissing your mama. Now, let me say something. Jasmine done got on here and said that her childhood was here, there, and a little bit of everywhere. And I'm going to say something. Honey, I've been there and I've done that. But I will tell you one thing. Ain't no man going to step up in here and tell me what I can or cannot do with my parents, or make me and my parents' relationship be anything else. Because, see, I've already got my healing. I got my healing. And I'm going to make sure that my parents is taken care of in their last days. Because what does the Bible say? Honor their mother and father, or your days live short. You, doormat you. See, that's why you got a big nose and a big forehead and your hair keep receding, because God don't like ugly. Don't let me get to preaching on a Sunday, because I will. This is some crazy stuff. You have enough nerve to let a man that can't even buy you a pop or a HEB cake that he used your food stamps for to come in and do anything or say anything against your mother. But we have seen that every single time Jasmine can't buy school clothes, she run to her mama. If she can't put on a birthday party, she run to her mama. When her refrigerator gets low, she runs to her mama. When it's a holiday, you was running over your mama house. When your man Philip left and went to prison, you ran to your mama and was living in your mama's apartment. You was living in your mama's apartment and was tearing it up, and the kids was getting on her nerves so bad that she moved out and left you the apartment. You whack. Oh yeah. But these are things that Jasmine forget, right? Even when Legendary came about, we seen Mama Dukes. She probably wasn't happy about it, but she still went out and was buying all kinds of stuff and taking care of her grandbabies. But see, that's what kind of low class, low blow broad this is right here. Because, honey, you obviously can see that your mama is having a whole bunch of surgeries and her health ain't well, but she made sure that no matter what, that you and your kids were straight. Because when Mama Dukes was over there doing the two-step on a back stool that she can't even stand up to cook, she still cooked dinner for your kids. She still made sure that Amaya had a birthday party when you had your 12-6 breakdown and you couldn't do nothing but sit there on the floor looking like you had COVID and about to kick over. She did it. So therefore, I don't care what you say about this woman. If someone is there for you when you need it, and then all of a sudden you turn on them, then you're in the wrong. Now, to make it to boot that that's your mama makes you 2 strikes, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game when it comes to me. See, this is some crazy stuff. Mama Dukes, honey, I don't know if you're listening over here, but if you are, and if Jasmine is, I hope Mama Dukes drops all the bombshells. Girl, go on and pick up that camera. You don't need Jasmine to edit it. Matter of fact, Mama Dukes, hit the live button and get on here and ride out to town on her. That's what you do. You get out here and you tell your story so that she can't live like the bug in the rug under the doormat that she is and pretend that she's doing something better than what she is doing. Get out here and tell on her because she deserves it. Because that's her life. YouTube is her life. And this numbskull whack weenie wants to keep on having kids. Honey, do you realize that every time these men have walked out of your life, whether it was Philip who was out here pimping, flandering, and everything else, or going to prison, that it was your mama that you ran to? So what you gonna do if you sit here and keep on popping kids out back to back to back to back, and then Chris walks out, which I'm going to say he's probably far gone. This is probably a reason why we haven't seen Chris anywhere. I'm thinking an argument has pursued somewhere along the line between her and her mother and Chris. Chris has now went and joined his overnight basketball league, and he's doing his bouncing balls all around town. My car might get to be missing, but kids done stole his storyline. And see, Jasmine is now rebelling against her mom. It's your fault. Why'd you say that? Why'd you do that? And see, Mama Dukes is tired. Mama Dukes is tired. See, Jasmine, you came up with this YouTube idea. You came up with this social media idea. And then you get on here and you want to paint a picture like everything is good and everything is gravy. And then you block your mama from social media and you didn't think she was going to bring it to social media. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Mama Dukes ought to get on here and ride out on, to Dallas, Texas, to Fort Worth, to Fort Myers, all around town. Yes. Now, this is going to be a long day, so I guess we'll have to see how this all turns out. But I know y'all are ready to talk about it, so I'll see what you guys have to say in the comments below, because I can't wait for the show to continue. I'll talk to you later. Toodles.